There are moments in film history when an actress steps into a role so raw, so fierce, so transformative, that it shifts the very axis of her career. And now, standing at the brink of such a moment, is Sydney Sweeney. The world knows her as the heart-torn, emotionally volatile Cassie from Euphoria. The vulnerable lover, the misunderstood dreamer. But what we are about to witness is something altogether different. Something more brutal, more unflinching, more triumphant. Because now, she is Christy Martin. A fighter, a legend, a survivor. And with just one image, just one, Sweeney has shattered every expectation of what we thought she could be. Posted to her Instagram, the photo of her in full boxing gear doesn't just say, "Look at me." It screams, "Believe me." The bruises, the glare, the sweat, the silence. This isn't cosplay. This isn't costume. This is transformation. And now, the world waits. Because the film, titled simply, Christy, is set to make its world premiere at the Toronto International Film Festival this September. And that buzz, it's getting louder. Because TIFF isn't just a festival. It's a launchpad for Oscars. A proving ground for prestige. A battlefield for awards glory. And Sydney Sweeney has stepped onto it with fire in her eyes. Christy is not just another sports biopic. It is the unbelievable true story of a woman who redefined the ring. Christy Martin, the coal miner's daughter from West Virginia. The woman who fought her way through the macho, blood-soaked world of 1990s boxing. Who became the first woman ever signed by Don King. Who sold out arenas, headlined pay-per-views, and left a trail of doubters in the dust. She wasn't just a boxer. She was a movement. She was an icon. She was the fists behind a revolution. And then, the tragedy struck. In 2010, Christy was the victim of a horrifying, life-altering attack. Not in the ring, but in her home, by her then-husband, her trainer, her controller, her abuser. A man who tried to take her life. Stabbed her, shot her, left her for dead, but she did not die. She survived. She rose again. She fought back, not just in the courts, but in life. And that is the story Sydney Sweeney now shoulders. It's not just a role. It's a responsibility. Because Christy Martin's life isn't fiction, it's fire. It's pain. It's perseverance. It's power. And if there's one actress daring enough to tell it truthfully, fully, and unapologetically, it just might be Sweeney. Her eyes, in that single photo, carry the weight of someone who knows, this is different. This is the kind of part that doesn't just stretch you, it breaks you, then rebuilds you. This is not a role you play. It's a life you live. And already, whispers are rising. Is this her Oscar moment? She's only 27. But make no mistake, Hollywood has crowned younger queens before. And if her performance lives up to the image, if it captures the soul, the scars, the strength of Christy Martin, then a golden statue could very well be within reach. Because the Academy doesn't just honor performance. It honors courage. And what Sydney Sweeney is attempting here is nothing short of courageous. To embody a living legend. To channel her trauma. To breathe life into her glory. To relive her survival. It's not just about physicality. It's not just about throwing a punch. It's about capturing a heartbeat that refused to stop. It's about honoring the millions of women who've fought in silence. The ones who bled outside the spotlight. The ones who found strength in the wreckage. This is not just a boxing film. This is a resurrection. Of Christy Martin's story. Of Sydney Sweeney's potential. Of what it means to survive, both on screen and off. So, yes, the trailer hasn't dropped yet. The premiere is still weeks away. But the conversation has begun. The gloves are on. The lights are bright. And Sydney Sweeney is stepping into a ring she was born to dominate. Not with fists, but with fearlessness. And come Oscar season, don't be surprised if her name is not just whispered, but roared. Because every once in a while, an actress doesn't just play a role. She becomes a revelation. And this time, her name is Sydney Sweeney. And her story is Christy.